This is going to be my shortest video in a long time and a slight rant, so bear with me and chime in on your thoughts regarding the same. Isn't it so funny that we are so quick to dismiss a movie by its trailer announcement and not even its trailer? You remember when the Attack trailer had come out and everybody on social media had created parallels with Robocop, Universal Soldier, Upgrade, and some even going out of their way to create parallels with the cringe Smart Shankar. Yeah, that also started, trust me. Dismissing it already as a borrowed idea rather than an original script. Dismissing Dhakad as aping the West. The quality of movies aside, jumping the gun in labeling movies as borrowed ideas even before watching them. The problem that we have on social media and this country with film fans is that we absolutely reprimand creators for doing remakes, but the moment someone does original Indian content or attempts to do so, you want to immediately create parallels with its own Hollywood counterparts. The hilarious part is that Brahmastra lays focus and inspiration from ancient Indian history and is also being compared to low-budget Hollywood films just on the basis of the rushes of the CGI that they have seen. By the way, from the trailer announcement and not even its trailer. The hilarious part about the breakdowns that I have seen on social media websites is that people are comparing Moni Roy's character to Wanda, an Indian project and character that has been developing since the past 10 years, to a character that has become popular in India probably in the last 3 years. Introduced, yes, in Avengers, but you've got to admit that the fandom has only become rampant ever since WandaVision. What I wanted to remind people is that every time a villain is denoted by the color red, it does not mean that it is inspired by Scarlet Witch. Marvel film fans also should stop equating as if every inspiration of a character is from their cinematic universe. We were constantly being frustrated at the fact that the Hindi film industry is aping the West, is trying to make everything modern and palatable to an international or NRI audience, but not really rooted in Indian culture. And the moment somebody is trying to tap into exactly that, we want to dismiss it even before its trailer comes out. The hilarious part is that even a glimpse of a green color leads to the Indian audience thinking that there is a Green Lantern reference and not representative of the Nagastra clearly denoted in the visuals, but nobody wants to get into that. But the worst part about this social media discourse is that Moni Roy's character, a small glimpse provided by the way with no dialogues, is labelled as Nagin vibes and a Sasti Wanda. These are the same kind of people who were rallying TV actors to get into the mainstream, were up in arms against the incestuous nature of the film industry, and now the moment somebody is given the opportunity from that industry, you're going to dismiss them immediately and not even give them a chance to flourish. You talk about opportunity and an equal playing field, and the moment somebody is given that opportunity, you want to cut their wings. I think Ayan Mukherjee is attempting to create an original Indian story set in the modern era but taking influence from its ancient history and creating a world that guarantees that big cinema experience. The toxicity around any glimpse is so palpable, I wonder what will ever satisfy such fickle thinking. I understand you're going to say, Anmol, you should get away from the toxic Twitter bubble because it doesn't represent the masses, but I am in the game of social media, so to address it also becomes very important for me. Just the lack of patience one has for an ambitious project such as this. What is crazy is that no one wants to get into the trailer announcement breakdown. Nobody wants to look at the symbols and dictate what they might entail. Nobody wants to even comprehend what Nagarjuna and Amitabh Bachchan's character might be doing. Nobody wants to get into the theories of whether this is Shah Rukh Khan or Ranbir Kapoor. I can understand the criticism that the CGI or VFX should not create the natural world around the characters to be of a singular color. This often leads to it not having layers or whitewashing their surroundings as a single color palette, and that creates an artificial like tone which might be jarring for people, especially who have seen CGI and VFX blend in with the natural world really well. But from many people and the accounts that I've heard who have seen the visuals on the big screen in the theater when the Brahmastra motion poster or the trailer announcement was featuring on the big screen, the visuals are apparently being justified on that aspect ratio rather than our laptops and phones. Again, dismissal outrightly is something that I find absolutely hilarious. Criticism is justified, but my god, do people not want this project to work. I see so many times people in the comments of my videos talking about how India should really dwell into sci-fi and fantasy, and we have so much content available in terms of the books that we have generated in terms of ancient Indian history that we possess, and how creators have barely scratched the surface on their ultimate potential on the big screen. And when we do try, were immediately equated to the content that has been produced in the last 10 or 15 years in the West? How is it that we sing praises of the mediocre content that comes from there, but shit on our own content immediately, even before its trailer has come out? What does it say about us? Can we leave the outright dismissal of movies, at least for the trailer? And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you think about the current discourse around Brahmastra. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.